revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Come on,
So
set.
first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and 14. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 60 on.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Whip. Snap.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. On first and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, box truck.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Switch.
Back to throw. Herbert. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Clemson... Product DJ Reader got in for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Let go.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yes. 6 snaps.
To throw again. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are in the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
An update now from Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Kill. Check. Fresno.
2nd and 4. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Joe Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And he will take it on in for a Bengals
Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Herbert. Being chased out left. Now he's good. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all set. And done.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Chargers first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 15. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Rock it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
61, match box, right.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
He's coming, double up. Kill.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Recon, 132 final.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here we go, set. 60 or. I'm coming for you, son. Check it back. Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set, go, go. 18 Gator. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down, for the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
Go. Ready, ready.
They'll run here with Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Watch the eye. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, Sam off. Now. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Be Griffin.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Right there, 56. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards on first down. Mixon. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now,
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Zach Cunningham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position not trying to take advantage of it.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Orbit.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Ready? 50 out now.
On 1st down, Herbert. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down and 8.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shane Ray, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to float this one deep right side, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready to break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
First down, Bengals.
Like 41. We got a wedge down, huh?
Get in the way.
Hit it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You gonna get this, boys?
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. 56 the mic. 56.
2nd and 6. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
56 the mic, boys. 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 3 toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Well, so much.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Go. 5. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Lee Griffin.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, echo. Snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, lock it. Yes.
Check. Crunch.
20. Look. Squeeze. 25. Bravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Look at me. Door.
Slam.
Hey, Foxtrot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Results of the play.
Down. 15 line. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Let's get that ball right here. Check safety.
Hard. Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike's 50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone. As time has run out on this ball game.